Well, good morning. Welcome into the National Tertiary Badminton Championships. 7 teams go to battle over the next couple of days, playing for the Robson Shield, an honour that's been very much cherished over the years, and over the next couple of days we'll see some great competition. We're going to kick things off this morning as we play in round-robin format with teams looking to finish in the top 2 in their groups and go on to the semi-finals. And we start with a match between Auckland University 1 and Waikato. Daxon Vong is a coach of the Aucklanders. How's the team? They ready to go?
Yeah, they're looking quite strong, so we've got a strong lineup for this tie, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Well, Rainer and I have already had a chat. We've got your favourites, so is that okay, that burden on your shoulders?
Yep, yeah, we'll try and keep up the good games.
Nice and confident, good stuff. Ella, you might argue with that, I don't know, but what's your experience of this tournament? Have you played in this National Tertiary Champs before?
Yeah, so I was in the Waikato team and we actually won the tournament last year, so we were the winners. But we've got pretty much a completely new team this year with 4 new players, so 4 of our players from last year graduated, so it'll be an interesting experience to get everyone some good games today.
It's annoying, that graduation thing, isn't it, and they leave, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Do the players enjoy the format? They like coming together as a team representing the university? Yeah,
I think everyone enjoys it a bit more when you play as a team. Like, it's just that bit more of brings the sport to be a bit more group and team-like. It's better than playing individually.
Good stuff. Should be a lot of fun. Thanks, guys. Good luck. We'll let you go and get ready for the opening match on court here. And I'll bring Rainer in now. Rainer Phillips is going to commentate with me this morning out of... well, I think she'll tell us during the day, out of Victoria, so she'll shout for the Wellingtonians, I'm sure, at some stage. But you look at the opening match for this one, Rainer, and I guess it highlights the Auckland University team with Oscar Guo, with the strength that they've got in their team.
Yeah, definitely. We've got Oscar here, who's one of our top men's singles player in New Zealand, and it's really good seeing him back on the court playing for uni. But then again, we also have Jasmine Jott from Waikato University, who's also been playing badminton for a very long time, since juniors. So I think it definitely will be a good game.
So that Auckland team is pretty stacked, as you say. Look at Oscar Guo, and then the Taggles in there as well, and they will combine a little bit later in the tie. So is it fair that we call them the favourites, do you think?
I definitely think so. There is a few members there from, obviously, the teams from the BNZ League, as well as the squad, and definitely some people who've come back from junior representatives to play.
Okay, let's have a look at the opposition, University of Waikato, and we caught up briefly there with Ella Smith, who one of the few returning players in this team. So a lot of new names in this lineup, and in the case of Sri Lankan Nayan Wijay Sakera, he's literally only been in the country for 6 months, so what a crazy time to come out to New Zealand to study. Obviously got in just before COVID lockdown, but what do you make of this team and where are their strengths?
Yeah, I definitely think, as we chatted to Alice Smith, she's been in the team last year, but she's also got a huge history behind her for women's singles and actually just travelling for badminton as well, definitely in her junior years. Jasmine Jott has represented Waikato for a very long time, so I definitely think they're going to be the ones leading this team. Which is great to see. And of course, as Ella mentioned, they won the Robson Shield last time out, so they are the defending champions. So we look at the lineup of matches, and we start with men's singles. Now, format today, 5 games in the tie, and it is to 21, so we're back to the traditional scoring format for anyone that watched the Learn Coach New Zealand League. Oscar Guo and Jasmine Jott-Verk will be first up, then we'll play women's singles, men's doubles, women's doubles, and the mixed doubles. And as mentioned, they're highlighting the Taggles playing together, Nico and Alyssa up against Cameron Murray and Pam Boma. So that is the lineup. Let's get things underway, shall we, for the Robson Shield for 2020. It's the National Tertiary Championships. Let's get our first match on court here in Papakura. So these group matches are being played throughout the stadium, and a couple of courts on the other side of the stadium. And on our television coverage side here, we have the warm-up court just to the left of that picture, and this is our
show court, if you like, for the duration of the next couple of days. I mentioned the groups, and the teams trying to finish in the top 2. Group A has the University of Auckland 1, AUT and Waikato. And Group B has the 4 teams, Massey, Otago, the University of Auckland 2 and Victoria University. So the first focus is finish in the top 2 and then go into the semi-finals tomorrow. Oscar Guo is well credentialed at 19 years of age in his 2nd year of study. He actually took time away from badminton during his pre-med year, but getting back into the sport and balancing a study in medicine. And he's had an international men's singles ranking just to underline his quality. And he will be the favourite in this match, but what an opportunity as well for Jasmine Jot-Vert to take on Oscar Guo. Whereas Jasmine Jot, first thing you notice is we do have 2 left-handers up against each other, 21 years of age. And Jasmine Jot is studying law and accounting in his 2nd year of study. What's your expectation here in terms of a contrast of styles? I know Oscar's very powerful, loves to dominate with the smash. What will we see from Jasmine Jot?
From my past of watching Jasmine Jot, he is a very hard-working player, and he will push and give everything he has. So I definitely think he won't leave anything behind on this court, and is probably very excited to head on up against Oscar.
Certainly a part of it, isn't it, that outside of association representation at nationals and the like, and perhaps some of these players that are in national squads train with each other and play against each other, but to be able to put the university colours on and play in a competitive environment really is something special.
Yeah.
Final preparations being made. Chair umpire for this one, Justin Jean.
Ladies and gentlemen,
underway here at Papakura.
on the right, University of Waikato, represented by Jasmine Jot-Vert. And on my left, University of Auckland 1, represented by Oscar Guo. University of Waikato to serve. Level, play. One, love. Out.
Called out from the chair. Important that Jasmine Jot gets a good start
Service
here.
over.
Doesn't let Oscar Guo go
all.
away.
Great shot right there.
Service over. 2, 1.
Awesome. Jasmine Jot's really using the full court, which is really great to see, because I don't think he can really play that fast game of Oscar at the moment.
Certainly showing no signs of nerves either. This really is a very good start now.
4, 1.
Good push there
Service
from
over.
Oscar Guo.
Yeah, that was a great receive.
2, 4. Out.
Looks like both players are just
Service
trying to
over.
find the boundaries and the lines at
5,
the moment.
2. Service over. 3, 5. Out.
Oscar Guo now starting to warm to his task.
4, 5. Out.
It's just pushed wide. It was the right idea from Jasmine Jott, but the margin was
5.
so small.
All.
Jasmine Jott
6,
has the right idea of bringing it
5.
in and trying to slow the pace down, because you can't really play fast pace of Oscar, because if you hit it to him hard, he's just going to hit it 10 times harder.
Harder back, yeah.
Yeah.
And it gives you even less time to get yourself centred on the court.
7, 5. Service over. 6, 7. Service over. 8, 6. Out.
It's just got to play so accurately, Jasmine Jott.
9,
Yeah.
Can't afford to give away any
6.
cheap points here. Guo gets a little lucky.
Love a good cheeky tumble.
10, 6.
And they'll go to
11, 6.
the break
Interval.
with Oscar Guo now in control, remembering that Jasmine Jott-Verk had an early lead, but that has evaporated. But certainly showing in those opening exchanges that he can mix it with Oscar Guo here.
Definitely.
Guo, those just started to find a rhythm, settle into his work.
Yeah, I think towards the end, just before we got to 11, I think Jasmine Jott just kind of lost his patience there. And I think with Oscar, you really just got to commit to playing that game and not rushing it.
He's certainly
20 seconds.
the taller of the two
20
players
seconds.
is Jasmine Jott-Verk, and if he can just control that mid-court area and take the shuttle early, move Oscar Guo around. It doesn't always mean
11,
trying to hit the lines, but
6.
just try and stretch the rallies out.
Play.
Yeah. Perfect placement there from Oscar.
12, 6.
Just wide.
13, 6. out.
Starting to unravel now a little bit for
14.
Virk.
6.
And you can sense he's lost control of the pace of the game.
Yeah.
As the pace goes up, it favours Oscar Guo.
Yeah. Jasmine Jot's definitely doing well though to get his racket to the shuttle. I think he's doing he's trying to do a
15.
bit too much, just with the shot to return it back.
Guo was caught in two minds there. I think initially was going to leave the
Stop it,
shuttle.
7. 15.
Oh,
Great placement there
Stop
from
is
Oscar.
over. 16. 7.
renowned for his power, but that was a lovely touch. And again,
17. 7.
it's just the pressure that Guo's putting on now. Jasmine Virk is
18.
having to play, well, he thinks
7.
he's got to play winners almost at every opportunity.
Nineteen. 7.
He's such a good front runner. When he gets this
20.
momentum,
Game point. 7.
plays at this speed, just so hard to stop.
Yeah, definitely.
Stop is over. 8. 20.
Great finish
Game.
there.
First game won by University of Auckland 1. 21-8.
So Jasmine Virk, that very good start seems a long time ago.
Yeah.
I think he led, was it 5-1, 5-2, thereabouts, and then Oscar Guo just flicks those biceps of his, and they're pretty powerful, and got into his work. 21-8, winning it in the end. And it's easier said than done, but Virk just needs to eliminate the unforced errors, must stay in the rallies for as long as he can and try and wear Oscar Guo down. Slow him down if he can.
Yeah, definitely. I think Jasmine Jot, as you said, they were keeping head-to-head at the start. And then just as Oscar found momentum, he just went off. And I think Jasmine Jot really has to take the next game here and just remember that he has no pressure on himself, and just take that pressure that he's adding on every shot and just really just play it out, be patient. But hopefully we can see a bit more of how they started this game in this next one.
Oscar.
So our coverage over the weekend across the Sky Sport Next platform. Great to have your company and indeed around the world through the FISU Badminton World University Network. Welcome into our coverage. Of course, the sport is one.
20 seconds.
It is very much
20
global.
seconds.
And you'll see players over the weekend from throughout the
Second
world,
game.
in particular
Love ball.
throughout Asia.
Play.
That's an opportunity when he does
One.
have to hit a winner.
Love.
Built nicely through the rally, then had the opportunity.
Two. Love. Stop is over. 1. 2. Out.
It's a good lead there for Jasmine
2.
Jock.
All.
Oh. Great net tumble there from Oscar.
Service over. 3, 2.
Sometimes the only thing better than the net tumble is the apology
Yeah,
afterwards, because no one means it.
definitely not, no.
Four, 2.
Oh, lovely angle.
That's a beautiful turn from Oscar.
5, 2.
Unlucky there from Jasmine Jock, just a bit too
6,
wide. But he's doing well to
2.
set up the rally. Just needs to stick in it to the end. Nice.
He'll enjoy that. Set up by the very clever return.
Service over. 3, 6.
Eventually, it's just that power.
Yeah.
Guo was on the back foot throughout much of that rally,
Service
but then
over.
just found the shot to win it.
7, 3. Out. Service over. 4, 7. Service over. 8, 4. Out. 9, 4.
Rare unforced error. Jasmine Jock-Verk here just wants
Service
to go
over.
to
5.
the break at 11
9.
in close proximity. Pick up a couple of points here if he can. Oh, lovely
Nice.
drop. Oscar was just
6.
stuck in the mid-court there.
9.
Beautiful shot from Oscar. I think he definitely knows it.
Service over. 10, 6. Out.
Just missed it.
Service over.
Jasmine Jock did really
7.
well in that rally to actually just push it behind Oscar.
10.
Especially since Oscar's so fast at moving forward, just to get it behind him puts that pressure on him.
Service over. 11, 7.
Well, this is
Interval.
good from Jasmine Jock-Verk, as I say, needed to be in touch going to this chat with the coaches, and he is at 7-11 down. Just needs to continue with this approach of keeping the rallies as long as he can. We saw a couple of unforced errors off the racket of Oscar Guo, and even if Guo's winning the point with a brilliant shot, that's better for Verk than him making an unforced error. Force Oscar Guo into making a brilliant play,
Yeah.
which we know he's
11,
well capable of
7.
course.
Play.
brilliant shot from that net of Oscar just to set up that smash.
12-7.
Great
Service
return
over.
there from Jasmine Jott.
8-12.
I think it's just trying to stop as much momentum building on Oscar's side.
9-12. Fourth,
Fault called there.
10-12.
And called from the chair, no service judge.
11-12. Jasmine Jott's definitely coming in close, and I think that's the
11,
benefit of actually having returned
12.
to the original 21 game layout. Jasmine Jott definitely has a lot more room to push himself here.
Out.
Was just missed. Well, you sense that's a
Service
big
over.
moment too for the Waikato player.
13-11. Fourteen, 11.
Oscar Guo would love to just kick away now and wrap this one up. Not going to be that easy though.
Service over. 12-14.
That shot served him
Service
well
over.
throughout the match.
Must be
15.
4 for fifth one by now.
Yeah, and the problem is
12.
he leaves it so late to make a decision. Not sure where you've got to cover.
Well set up there by Oscar.
16-12.
That's the margin that he's been looking for, just to go clear 4 or
17.
5.
12.
A little bit of breathing room now for Oscar Guo. Took the first at 21-8 and now leading 17-12. It's been a really good match though to get us underway. Again, the deception from Guo.
18-12. Service over. 13-18.
Well done there by Oscar. Just really looking for the spaces on court
Service over.
and just making the most of them.
19-13. 20. Match point. 13.
He's going to push him right to the end, and I think that's only
Service
right.
over.
Jasmine Jott-Verk has
14.
played pretty
20.
well here and continues to do so.
15-20.
Well, Oscar Guo's just lost concentration
16.
for a moment here. Maybe thought he already had it won.
20.
Great Great rally to win it. Great rally to win it. Wonderful
Brilliant.
opening match here at the Tertiary
Match won by
Championships, playing for the
University
Robson
of
Shield.
Auckland 1, 21-8, 21-16.
And it looks comfortable on the scoreboard, but I think Jasmine Jotberg can be well pleased with his efforts there against the higher fancied Oscar Guo, and sets Verk up for what should be a pretty good couple of days, I think, playing for Waikato. But for Auckland University, they get the first win on the board through Oscar Guo. And as we've described, we've tagged them favourites going into this weekend, and that's a huge reason why when you've got Oscar Guo at the top of your lineup. He receives a handshake from Daxon Vong, and the match is completed for the first one of the day. We've got 5 in each tie though, of course, and up next it will be women's singles. It's going to be the battle of the science faculty as Charmaine Wu takes on Ella Smith. That's next.
FISU, World of University Sport.
Get ready. Be inspired. Be courageous. Be great. Explore the world and share your discoveries. Find your passion in surprising places. Think differently. Challenge perspectives. Create. Innovate. Respond and then adapt. Connect and influence. Be curious. Be critical. Ask questions. Find new solutions. Make waves. And get ready for the world.
Well, good morning. Welcome back into the county's Manukau Badminton Centre in Papakura as we continue our coverage here on Sky Sport Next and around the world. Welcome in if you are watching from anywhere in the world at the moment in these troubled COVID times. We hope that you are safe and well. It is the New Zealand Tertiary Championships, and we're watching this Group A clash between the University of Auckland 1 and University of Waikato. And it is Auckland that are underway with a win courtesy of Oscar Guo. Straight to games 21-8, 21-16 over Jasmine Jotberg. You can see the lineup of matches that will make up this tie. Are we going to go the distance? Time will tell. Let's head into our women's singles now. It's Charmaine Wu and Ella Smith. And Charmaine behind Kelvin Sui. And Ella Smith, we spoke with her briefly in the lead up to the tie. And she's still got the smile on the face, certainly a very bubbly character, and I think looking forward to this second representation of Waikato.
Good luck. Good luck. Right, can you guys turn towards the camera? All right. Charmaine, you got the top. Black
has
on green.
also played
black.
previously.
Green for you, Ella.
As Kelvin goes through the
Your
formalities.
receipt, which side do you want? You want to stay that side? Thank you very much. Oh, Ella, you will serve.
So, I don't know if it's a little added edge or not, but Raina Phillips alongside me. Does the faculty conversation come into it? They're both studying science? Or not really?
I don't know. As someone who also is in the science faculty, I definitely think it's a stronger faculty overall. No.
Produces the best people, doesn't it? Without question.
Look at us. We're phenomenal examples. No, I think it will be a great game between Charmaine and Ella. Ella actually represented New Zealand at the Junior World Championships in Russia not too long ago. And I think she's kind of been taking a bit of a break from badminton recently, but it's awesome to see her back on court. We've got Charmaine here, who has represented North Harbour at the regional level since I think maybe as early as 14. And it's awesome seeing her as well back on court.
Yeah, moved out to New Zealand in 2013 from China. Has adopted that name Charmaine, but otherwise known as Tian Tian. So, and like many people who move, families who move to New Zealand from different parts of the world, they're adding to the change in the New Zealand sporting landscape with sports like badminton just going from strength
Ready to
strength.
play? Ella, can you put the back strap inside the box, please?
Kelvin's having no problems with the vocal cords this morning. Blasting into the mic. You've got a microphone on, Kelvin, you're okay.
I don't even know if he needs a microphone.
No, I don't think he does either after that. There's Ella at 19 years of age, second year of study, as mentioned in the science faculty. And I think with a view to looking at medical studies.
Yeah.
Jasmine.
Definitely different colours for Ella, who originally grew up in Invercargill playing for Southland and actually moved to the Mighty Tron for study. So it is good to see though in some red colours.
I think Jasmine Jotverk is going to act as coach, and I think Kelvin said if you're going to be the coach,
Ladies and
you
gentlemen,
have to be dressed.
On my right,
business attire
University
only.
of Waikato, represented by Ella Smith. And on my left, University of Auckland, represented by Charmaine Wu. University of Waikato to serve. Love all. Play.
It's a misjudgment there, a wry
One,
grin
low.
from Charmaine. That was well in. And likewise, that's well
Out.
out.
Service over. 1-0.
Bit too much slice on that one from Charmaine.
Service
but right
over.
idea.
2-1. Service over.
There's a mistake riddled
2-0.
the start at the moment from both players, but no damage done for either player.
Three, 2.
Brilliant backhand.
Yeah, lovely.
Just a perfect touch.
4-2.
One of the toughest shots to play. And again, nice touch again around the net.
5,
I love
2.
this service action too from Charmaine. Watch the waggle of the racket. It's got all sorts happening.
Service over. 3, 5.
It's another mistake on the
Service
serve
over.
from Alice
6,
Smith. That's 2 now.
3.
Oh, she looks in fine touch,
7.
doesn't she, Charmaine
Yeah.
Wu?
3.
That time missing on the
Service
backhand
over.
cross.
4, 7.
Bit too far out there.
5, 7.
Well, she was going to get it right at some
6,
stage. This time, Charmaine
7.
more in hope, I think.
Definitely more in hope.
She's just not
7.
had the radar
Oh.
on. That's 2 or 3 times that she's watched the shuttle fall in.
Service over. 8, 7.
Have a look at this, Sue. What do you think? Right, now have a look at that.
Beautifully decorated, definitely.
There's about 8 moving parts in there.
Still manages to get the timing right.
Oh, lovely angle
Oh.
from Smith.
Service over. 8, all.
Ella's definitely someone who likes to play a
9,
long game.
8.
Great runner on court. And so hopefully we actually get to see a bit more longer rallies to come.
Service over. 9, all.
Certainly the early indications here are that we're in for a very close battle between these two.
Out. Out.
Bit of disbelief there.
So the umpires have got to be on their toes at this stage of the tournament. They're pretty much calling
10, 9.
everything on the near side to them. No service judge, so they're having to watch every hit of the shuttle. That's good from Smith.
Service over. 10, all. Fault. Service over. 11, 10, interval.
I think as we expected, it's close. Just the 1 point in it going to the chat to the coaches. And I think this is going to come down to concentration. The player that settles into this quickest and for the longest is going to come out on top.
Yeah, I'd definitely say that neither player seems to be settled in just yet. Most of the points that have been on the board haven't exactly been from winners, but more so just the opponent's mistakes. So, and I know both these girls are superb players, so hopefully we can just see
11,
some of their
10.
shots come out.
Play.
Charmaine's doing
12,
really well just to move
10.
Ella around the court, really making her turn into those hard to get angles.
Well played.
Service over.
It's well set up. The winner at the net was the easier
11,
shot.
12.
Another mistake on the serve.
Out. Service over. 13-11.
Charmaine
Service
seems to be a
over.
bit on the cruise gear.
12,
She's taking a lot of the shots
13.
at the back quite low down. If she actually just got there a bit faster and took them a bit higher, I think she'd find she actually gets a lot more control from it. Great power. Almost very
Service
similar
over.
to Oscar Gore from beforehand, where
14,
Charmaine definitely has
12.
the advantage on the power side of things. And so I think she's trying to make the most of it.
Out.
This is dangerous here now for Ella Smith.
15,
Wu,
12.
crucial time in this opening game, just kicking clear. Oh, well, that just made your point, Raina, because that was lazy, wasn't it? And yet it was so brilliant.
I know, which is probably why she keeps doing it.
Just casually swatted the winner.
Service over. 13.
Charmaine can definitely get away with
16.
it sometimes, but I think she would benefit from being a bit quicker onto the shuttle as well.
Fourteen, 16.
Still very much in the balance.
Out.
Closing in now.
15, 16. Service over.
It was a fairly simple
17,
one. Ella Smith
15.
just off camera, just rehearsing that shot.
Out. Service over. 16, 17.
Oh, it's gone wide. Needed something brilliant to get out of
17,
that. Couldn't quite
all.
find it, Charmaine Wu, and we are level now, late in this first.
Out. Service over. 18, 17.
You could go either way at this point, I still think.
Oh, it's good.
Service over.
Do you think that's a genuine show?
18, all.
And again, it's well in. And
19,
it goes to your point again,
18.
just the footwork, not getting there quickly enough. And then it's almost just in hope, and that was well in. Ella Smith, I
Play.
think, just the second lead in this match. At that time, it is long.
service over.
Seems like Charmaine's playing a bit
19,
of chance with the back line though.
Oh, well played.
Brilliant.
Catching Smith on her
20.
heels.
Game point, 19.
Oh, and again, those are the shots that have proved the difference,
First
really.
game won by University of Auckland, 21-19.
Very close, could have gone either way. And gosh, I wonder at 21-19, I think for Ella Smith, clearly there were three. There might have been four serves that she hit long.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can't afford to gift that many free points in such a close match.
Yeah, especially off the serve when I guess the rally hasn't even started yet, and you really cannot afford to be making service mistakes. But it is interesting, though, watching the girls play, who have quite different styles, I'd say. You see Charmaine, very relaxed, takes things...
Looks very casual.
Yes, very casual. Whereas Alice Smith, I guess she's using her longer limbs, just get there a bit earlier, and when she does actually take the shot early and in control, she is actually seeing the benefits of that.
And I think she's got to try and keep Charmaine Wu at the backcourt, close to that baseline. That's where there's been indecision from the Auckland player. As soon as Wu gets into that front court with those angled touch shots, that's when she's at her best, as well as then putting away those smashes.
Definite power, and Charmaine has beautiful angles at the front, you're right.
Love all. Play.
And again, I've got to go there again. She has the most elaborate service action I've seen.
Service over. 1 love. Service over. 1 all. Service over. 2.
This is very similar to the first game. Mistakes again from both players.
Especially on the service from both. That's good for Ella, just managing to turn Charmaine a bit, which is where I think she's actually going to put the pressure on Charmaine. That gives Charmaine a bit less time to play those angles that she is capable of.
Right on the line.
Service over. 2, 3. Three. Oh.
Yeah, well played. Didn't need
Service
outright
over.
pace. Just played the angle.
4, 3.
I think that's definitely an advantage to Ella's height, is although Charmaine might hold the power, Ella definitely has the steeper angles.
5, 3. Service over.
I think that's where, if Ella actually just went for the more simple straight shot, she would actually find that it might be better than trying to complicate things.
5.
And actually just try and get the rally going before going for that winner.
5. Oh.
2 cheap points given away by the Waikato player.
Six, 5.
Oh, well, I'm with Ella there. I thought that just missed the line. So it's called good by Kelvin Sui. That one's clearly in. Just rattled her a little bit here, I think.
Yeah.
5.
I think it's always hard to come back from a bit of a disagreement with the umpire, and you just really have to push yourself just to move on to the next rally.
Charmaine Wu with her tail up here now.
5.
Ella Smith has got to refocus. Oh, she had the open court, pushed it wide.
Service over. 6, 8.
Whoa. Charmaine gave Ella
Service
very
over.
little room to actually play a shot back from
9, 6. Ten, 6.
You've just really
11,
since that
6, interval.
disagreement, as you described it, with the chair umpire, really just lost her way, lost her composure a little, Ella Smith, and there's been a succession of quick points here for Charmaine Wu, now in control, 11-6.
Yeah, badminton definitely comes down to a lot of the mentality, and if you actually have the capability to pull yourself out from, you know, things that you're kind of like, oh, they didn't really go my way. And so hopefully just this break at 11 will help Ella reset. So I think she definitely has a lot more to give on court than is currently showing.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
But again, Charmaine looking as casual as ever.
11-6.
Auckland already one up in this tie, with Oscar Guo having defeated Jasmine Jotverk. Okay.
Service over.
Ella Smith needs to go on a little run
7-11.
here.
Great.
Oh, that's nice.
The height definitely paid off there.
11.
And see how much control she had just by actually taking it a lot earlier.
Okay, it's a role reversal for the moment here. Quick points here now for Smith.
11. Service over. 12-9.
And again,
Service over.
Angle using that height.
10-12.
Break a string.
Yeah.
I think I heard that go.
Very distinguishable sound. Ella did her best to try play a shot off that. But hopefully she can
Service
still find that composure that she gained from the 11 break.
10. Out.
Well, she's done a good job here, closing that
Service
margin
over.
down. And now
11,
she's got to feel that she's
13.
right back in the arm wrestle. That's a shot that's let her down. It's just that
Service over.
forehand push.
14-11.
Definitely think her margins are a bit too small. They're a lot smaller than they need to be.
And that's the shot.
Service
Yeah.
over.
And Charmaine Wu's got to be careful not to
12,
play into that string.
14.
Oh,
Great shot from Charmaine.
Service over.
Beautiful cross-court slice.
15-12. Sixteen, 12.
and just had this bad patch
17,
midway through, and
12.
now again, just unforced errors from Ella Smith.
Out.
And another one. And this match now slipping away.
Don't know if Charmaine was
18,
stuck or whether
12.
she intentionally left that one though.
Service over. 13, 18.
So much power.
Service over. 19, 13. Out. Service over. 14, 19.
Well in. It's an
15,
aspect of her game she needs to
19.
work on for later matches, just not covering that baseline.
Out.
Both players being quite charitable at the moment, eh?
16, 19.
Call good, just on
Service
the
over.
line.
20, match point 16.
Great shot, Ella.
Service over. 17, 20. Game.
One off the frame, and Charmaine Wu takes it out. And that's a match I think that Ella Smith will look back on thinking, well, that one got away from
won by
me.
University of Auckland, 21-19, 21-17.
But Charmaine Wu did enough. And at the critical moments, used that power and the angles to take out the win, 21-19, 21-17. And that gives Auckland University 1 a good lead in this tie over the University of Waikato. They lead at 2-0. Coming up next, it is the men's doubles here in the Tertiary Championship.
We believe where you live shouldn't decide your destiny, and that any place can be a place of learning. So much of modern life has a handy home delivery option. Why not your education? Maybe you'll start your degree in the same space you share with your whānau, or from that corner of the spare room that catches the most sun. Start your new what at the place where can be anywhere, online or on campus. Massey, New Zealand's leading online university. Apply now at massey.ac.nz.
FISU, World of University Sport.
Wellington taught me how to take a stance, question my beliefs, care about things, you know? It's a political town. People fight for the stuff that's important to them. Equality, art, sport, fashion, whatever it is. I love it. My life is so much bigger, more colourful, more interesting now.
Welcome back into the Badminton New Zealand Tertiary Championships for 2020, a competition that, well, it was under threat with COVID alert levels, but thankfully with the cooperation and the commitment of the universities and these players, we've managed to get this competition underway, with New Zealand being under alert level 1, Auckland of course still under alert level 2 conditions, but we're okay. We're okay. We're within all the required boundaries, everyone. It's okay. We're safe and well. Already, Auckland look pretty good, don't they, with wins to Oscar Guo and Charmaine Wu, so they have a 2-love lead. So it already is backs to the wall stuff for Waikato as we welcome our men's doubles combinations onto our show courts. again, on paper, Auckland might just be the favourites going into this one. Although Waikato, knowing that they have to get on the board, they have to get themselves into the tie, they will be fighting through every point, I'm sure. Justin Zhou welcomes the Auckland players ready to go. Waikato, Cameron and Naya Nakantha still just making their final preparations. I bet they're not that tidy in their dorms.
No, student dorms are always tidy.
Of course. Of course they are.
Okay, I have red color or green color. Anyone pick? Red? Green? Sure.
I don't know if anyone actually taught just then.
Red.
No, I don't think anyone
Who's
wanted to take control.
Okay, who's the receiver? Okay, and which side? And this side.
It's like, Justin, you just pick everything. You just pick everything, we'll go with
We're
it.
just here for you, Justin.
Great to have the experience that we're seeing, in fact, in the umpire's chair throughout this tournament. Some of New Zealand's best here for the weekend. As we have a look at these players warming up. Cameron Murray, closest to us, just 18 years of age, studying health, sport and human performance. So from a physiological point of view, he should have all the answers. And he might be a little nervous though. First time that he's played in this competition, and one of the younger players here this weekend. So he'll have to get rid of the nerves. Contrast that with Dakman Vong at 20 years of age. Third-year student, Bachelor of Science is the end result. He hopes, I'm sure it will be, but he's got experience with high-level association badminton as well as various New Zealand teams. So he might be the leader, if you like, of the four players out there. He will partner with Leo Yan at 20 years of age. Third-year student in law and commerce is Leo. It's quite the balance, isn't it? And Naya Nakantha, Waja Sakira at 30 years of age. So a mature student, but just the first year of study in digital business. I mentioned earlier that he's just been out here for 6 months from Sri Lanka. And what an upheaval, what a time, goodness me, and the way the world's been spun off its axis.
Ready to play.
I'm sure that he must have arrived just before this global pandemic struck and has just had to put his head down and stay in the bubble and keep studying, keep working. And so many students, what a year it's been. My daughter's first year at university.
Yeah.
But what a year it's been. I know it's affected you. You're now out of Wellington, aren't you? And essentially studying remotely.
Yeah, unexpectedly moved back to Auckland within 2 days' notice.
Crazy, eh? But the resilience shown by the students, and a shout out to them here in New Zealand, but all around the world as well, for the disruption that's being caused. But well done, and all power to you all for finding a way through. Here we go. Men's
Ladies
doubles.
and gentlemen,
Final little warm-up of the serve here. Andrew Dewhurst with you alongside is Raina Phillips.
on my right, University of Waikato, represented by Cameron Murray, Nayanakava Sekara. And on my left, University of Auckland 1, represented by Dakman Vong, Leo Yan. University of Waikato to serve, Cameron Murray to Dakman Vong. Level, play.
That's a good start. That'll give them some confidence. I reckon there's a few nerves here for young Cameron Murray.
Brilliant start, though.
Just the very fact, though, that he's serving, maybe a confident young man, because
Great.
very good start. If anything's going to highlight the nerves, it can be the service action, can't it?
this
Out.
is superb.
Very strong start here from Waikato.
Love. Fourth.
Brilliant. I don't actually think Dickman expected his smash to be returned at the start, eh?
5.
They're just a little shell-shocked here, the
Love.
Auckland combination. This is almost like starting the match 5-love down.
Fourth.
And what I mean is, it's just gone by so quickly. It's almost like they
Six.
haven't played these points, but
Love.
look at the scoreboard.
Great play from Nayana Kantha.
7. Love.
I think he's broken a string, has he, as well? Okay.
It's always a ballsy move to do a
Service
flick
over.
serve.
1. 7.
Bit of discommunication there.
2.
Hoping the other one would have it.
7.
They just
Service
can't
over.
afford unforced errors
8.
now, though, with that poor start.
2.
Oh, unlucky there with Cam.
Eyes lit up there.
Service over. 3. 8. Out.
Of course, the traditional scoring
4.
format through to 21, it
8.
does allow you to have a bad spell and come back. Yeah, Yan just got caught jumping forward, and it was
Service over.
clever to play the shuttle in behind him.
9.
So for those that
4.
watch the Learn Coach New Zealand League, of course, that was a very quick fire to 11. It's a format played in various leagues and competitions
Service over.
around the world, but this is the
5.
traditional scoring format
9.
to 21.
Out.
So you
Service
can just get
over.
there a bit earlier and just bring
10.
that a little bit down, not even strongly, just
5.
putting it a bit down.
Less pace, more angle.
Yeah, yeah.
They're back in this, though. They're back in this.
Service over. 6. 10. Service over. 11. 6.
That's
Interval.
a bit unexpected, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they can go and have a chat about it now, and Daxon will be talking to Brother Dackman and Leo, and just trying to settle them down. I mean, if there is a positive, what were they, 7-love? Was it 7-love down? I think it was. If you think that since that point, they've gone okay.
Yeah.
You know, they've come back into it, and if you like, in that mini period of the game, they lead 6-4. So they must feel they're in the match now at least, but they've just got to find that level of consistency
20
to
seconds.
close this gap. Whilst
20
Murray
seconds.
and Uija Sakura, this is just a superb start, and they look like a combination, the Waikato pairing, that
11.
has spent a bit of time on the practice court.
6.
Yeah. And I think that's the interesting thing for Auckland University is that because most of them do play for our Badminton New Zealand teams, they usually
12.
have their set partners. And so
6.
probably for Dackman and Leo, it's probably the first time they've ever played together.
Service over. 7. 12. Out.
Oh my goodness. How on
Service over.
earth did they win that point?
13. 7.
my eyes, Diana Cuthbert is a very exciting wild card to this game.
14-7.
Yeah, certainly, I didn't know much about him. I'm not sure anyone did really, just been here for 6 months.
Brilliant.
And they appear to be combining
15,
really well with the range and
7.
the length of Weija Seikara and the power from Cameron Murray.
Out. Service over. 8-15.
Definitely can't give Declan
9,
too much height at the net.
15.
I think all the boys on court in this
15.
game, all of them are so strong that you really can't play, I guess, unintentional high shots, because if you do, it is going to come back.
Service over.
Like all good players, Leo Yan completely got that smash wrong, and then he says, I'll change the shuttle. It's the shuttle's fault.
It's always the tools, Andrew, you know that.
16-10. Out.
Well, this is not happening by accident.
17.
They are playing very well, the Waikato
10.
pairing. Yan
Great serve.
anticipated, but gosh, that was a good flick
18.
serve.
10. Service over. 11-18.
Unlucky on that finish.
Service over.
I definitely think Auckland Uni is trying to get
19,
Dackman to the back, because that is
11.
definitely probably their strong rotation, because Dackman is using his experience just to control the pace and basically the overall game when he is at the back.
20. Game point. 11.
Saves one of them, but they've got a mountain to climb here, the Aucklanders.
Service over. 12-20. Thirteen, 20.
It's good. It's good, and it's a
Game.
very impressive opening game. 21-15, and Waikato for
First
the
game won by
first time
University
today
of Waikato. 21-13.
taking out the game and putting themselves right in contention. And well, we thought just on paper Auckland looked the stronger, but really that was out of ignorance, certainly on my part. Naya Nakantha Weija Seikara has looked the goods, and alongside Cameron Murray, who's really shown few, if any, of the nerves I thought he might suffer from at 18 years of age, but what a combination they are proving.
Yeah, I think they definitely have surprised not only Auckland Uni, but just everyone in the hall. That was a great first game from them, coming out so strong, and to actually just take it out 21-13, which is pretty comfortable.
Oh, and they jumped out to that 6 or 7 love lead early on and really have not looked back. And if anything, closed the game out in the second half there even more impressively. So they need to get on the board. Auckland having won the opening 2 singles matches to lead the tie 2-love. Waikato doing all they can here to keep it alive.
Deal. Second game. Lawful. Play.
That might be a
Service
little
over.
good fortune to turn things around.
1 love. Service over. 1 all. Service over.
Just a bit out of position to play
2.
that, but Diana Kantha definitely was
1.
there.
Three, 1.
We've seen that from Yan on a
Service
few
over.
occasions. He's just a little impatient.
3.
Yeah, beautifully played on that occasion from Leo Yan.
Service over.
Skies the direction and had the perfect range.
2.
Well, possibly the rally of the match so far. Both teams starting to warm
Service
to their
over.
work now.
I think that rally as well just
3.
showed who Waikato is really
4.
putting the pressure on. You can definitely see how they're trying to minimise the shots that Dackman is able to play.
Four. All.
Wow.
Unorthodox.
4.
Almost-
Okay. Mariana, come here. So the service rule apply, you know. So we don't have the service device, but the normal service rule will be applied. Okay.
Would it look a bit flat?
Yeah, essentially a question mark over how high that service action started.
Service over. 5. All.
Essentially, I mean, Rona, help me describe that
Service over.
service rule. It's about
6.
the
5.
head of the racket and the shuttle being below the wrist, isn't it? More or less at the point of impact.
Yeah, I think it's the more of just the overall height of contact. So I think for Diana Kantha,
Service over.
definitely for that flick serve,
6.
it was probably more of a drive
Oh.
where, yeah, too high.
Out. Service over. 7. 6.
As I say, no service judge in operation here. Everything being called from the chair.
Which is almost even harder since our umpire is actually at
Service over.
raised height,
7.
which is even harder to even gauge the height.
All. Service over. 8. 7.
Oh, lovely. That's the class of Dackman Vong.
Great change of pace
Service
there.
over. 8. All.
Certainly game on now. The Aucklanders have put
9.
that slow start behind them. They're right
8.
in this.
8. Out. Service over. 9, 10. Service over. 11, 9. Interval.
I'll certainly be much the happier, Vong and Yan. Doing a lot differently, a lot wrong, the Waikato pairing here that we're seeing. Just the Aucklanders have found their groove a little bit, eliminated a number of their unforced errors.
Yeah, maybe I actually just took the first game for Dackman and Leo just to kind of understand how each other plays and really find their best way of combining on court.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Ready to play?
So they've had a chat. Not so much with the
11,
coach, but with their teammate, Jasmine
9.
Jotverk, who's in
Play.
the coaching corner.
Out. Service over. 10, 11. Oh.
Oh, again, just snatching at that opportunity.
12, 11.
That's better from Yan.
Yeah, I think
Service
if
over.
Leo just really tries to just
12.
take the power off, like it doesn't have to
Oh.
be hard, it just needs to have that, as you said, that angle down.
Out. Service over. 13, 12.
Oh, very impressive there. Also noticeable that
14,
30 years of age, Naina
12.
Kuntha is slowing the pace down here, just dictating terms.
out.
You look just long.
15, 12.
Great cut off there from
Service
Dackman.
over. 13, 15. Fourteen, 15.
Nearly thought they'd climb back into it, but
Service
the
over.
boys from Waikato really just managed to
16,
bring that rally back into
14.
their control.
Yeah, it's a terminal decision when you
Service
go
over.
to leave the shuttle and then realise,
15.
oh no, I'll play it off the floor.
16.
You really just got to commit either way.
Yeah. That quick
Well done.
exchange and really
Service over.
impressive Naina Kuntha,
17.
Wijay Sakadea. He has
15.
been quite the find already of this tournament.
Brilliant.
And
Eighteen.
I'm not about to put him in this category, but I'm
15.
reminded of Abhinav Manota, you know, coming out to New Zealand and making this his home, and look what he's done on the badminton scene.
Definitely changed not only the New Zealand
19.
badminton scene, but also the with the North Harbour
15.
squad. I know they've been so thankful for just the role model that he has been for the juniors.
Out.
And
20.
brings up
Match point.
Hugely impressive
15.
performance. Oh, not just yet though. That's a class from
over.
Dakman Vong.
16,
Love a good fight.
20.
Brilliant end.
Game.
What a performance. And Waikato on the board, courtesy of a superb match from Cameron Murray and Nyanakantha Wijay Sakareya. They're just too strong in
Match won
straight
by
games
University
over
of
Vong and Yang.
Waikato. 21-13, 21-16.
And that means they stay alive in the tie as we go into the two remaining matches. It is 2-1 Auckland, but Waikato keep it alive. When we return, it is women's doubles.
This is our place. A place where people form close connections on journeys of discovery and belonging. From rugged mountain ranges to rich harbour waters, this place brings people together, going further by collaborating, turning daydreams into dream careers. This is our place, and this is who we are. Science at Otago.
I'm researching the connection between Māori communities and geothermal resources so that we as engineers, scientists and decision makers respect Māori values and better integrate those values into geothermal engineering. The university's sustainability goals in terms of energy align closely with Aotearoa's sustainability goals, and there's a lot of research coming out of the university that works towards that. That's what makes me so passionate about this, is I'm helping people that I love, especially with Aotearoa's growing ambition to energy sustainability.
Welcome back into the county's Manukau Badminton Association here in Papakura, hosting the New Zealand Badminton Tertiary Championships for the weekend. Being delayed through COVID, but we're here and delighted to bring this competition to you wherever you are watching through Sky Sport Next, or indeed through our international network, courtesy of FISU Badminton World University Championships. It is Auckland with a 2-1 lead, but the Waikato given themselves a little lifeline with that win, a very impressive win in the men's doubles. Can the women's doubles keep that roll going? Let's welcome them on court. It's women's doubles in this Group A clash between Auckland and Waikato. That performance really will have been been a boost of confidence, I'm sure, for the Waikato players, their teammates watching on to see Cameron and Nainakantha with a very good performance. And the onus now on Shireen Bakshi and Pam Boma to see if they can continue that momentum up against Deborah Yin and Jacqueline Yu from Auckland.
Good luck.
Classic COVID times.
All right, if you guys want to turn for all right. All right, Jacqueline, you get the toss. Black or green? Green. Black for Waikato. Green. Who will receive? Deborah will receive. Who will serve? Shireen will serve. Which side do you choose? You want to stay on that side? Thank you very much.
A chance to introduce our 4 players. Nearest to us here for Auckland, Jacqueline Yu, 20 years of age, studying science, 3rd year of her studies. Already in the warm-up, you can see the speed of that racket, likely to be very much at home in the mid and front courts. Shireen Bakshi it is at 19 years of age, apologies, studying biochemical engineering, 1st year of study. And her teammate in the Waikato colours, Pam Boma, at 40 years of age. The phrase adult student, it always sounds a bit weird because, I mean, at 18, 19, 20, everyone's an adult, but clearly having taken to her studies a little later. In her 2nd year of law is Pam, and Deborah Yin at 23 years of age. Just out of picture at the moment. There she is, in her 5th year studying engineering.
It's actually great seeing Deborah back on court. I actually grew up playing with Deborah from under 13s, and I think it was actually for uni that she began to slow down her whole badminton career. She was in like New Zealand teams and everything, so it is cool that, you know, the University Tertiary Sport Nationals actually gives players like Deborah the opportunity to actually come back and compete while also still doing their studies.
Yeah, because it is a balance, and I know that many of the players and their bios have spoken about that balance, and it's not just sport and study, it's life as well. And especially in this current environment, there are so many different challenges, so many students studying remotely, disrupted programs this year. And I just want to shout out to the students that have had their graduations cancelled as well. It's just a terrible consequence of COVID, where they don't get to enjoy that moment with family and friends.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and let's get into this match. Women's doubles.
on my right, University of Waikato, represented by Shireen Bakshi, Pam Boma. And on my left, University of Auckland, represented by Deborah Yin, Jacqueline Yu. University of Waikato to serve, Shireen Bakshi to Deborah Yin. Love all, play. Service over. 1, love. Oh.
Deborah really showing her strength from the get-go, really.
2, love. Service over.
Waikato on the board.
1, 2. Service over. 3, 3, 1. Ball.
I'm not sure what the umpire's decision will be here, because technically I think Waikato won the point, but the racket...
The racket over the court is actually a fault. So
Yeah, that's what I thought might be the case, but Kelvin for the moment was looking as confused as I was. Pam just lost
4,
the handle.
1. Out. Service over.
Deborah's always been known to be fast onto it. I think she just has to remember to bring it down a little bit. Like that. That was great.
Service over. 5, 2.
Yeah, well played,
Service
Balmer
over.
there.
3.
Just play the percentages. Put the opponent under pressure. And eventually, the aggression just overwhelms Balmer there.
I know they didn't win that
6,
rally just then, but
3.
Pam's actually getting great angles from doing the unusually seen forehand serve.
7, 3.
Too much on that one. Auckland, if they win this, they win the tie. Remember, they lead 2-1.
Nine, 3. Ten, 3.
Well played by
Service over.
Shireen
4,
Bakshi on that
10.
occasion, just playing straight back down the line. And cheap points given away.
5, 10.
Trying to stay in this match. And that will see the players go and have a chat and reassess after the opening. Certainly Yin and you will be the happier of the two combinations. A couple of unforced errors, though, that they'll want to try and take out of their game, but they look pretty relaxed. Talking with Dax and Vong.
We've got Ella back in the coaching seat. Obviously, Jasmine Jott's taking a rest. But it looks like she's just really trying to encourage the girls just to, you know, look for the next shots and do all that they can.
Shireen Bakshi
Court
is
1,
a
20 seconds.
biochemical
20
engineering student with a dancing background.
Oh, love it.
So multi-talented.
Love women in engineering. If you're listening and you're a student, do it.
That dancing background is very much in
11, 5.
the Bollywood style of dancing. So
Play.
Will probably help with footwork.
oh, they might regret that decision there.
Service over.
Jacqueline Yu just went a little
6,
easy
11.
on her opponents, I think. Could have smashed it away.
Service over.
Auckland's really just
12,
looking
6.
and finding those gaps that unfortunately Waikato's leaving quite wide open.
Oh, it's long.
Oh.
Eyes lit up there, I think, Bakshi.
13, 6. Out. 14-6. Service over. 7-14. Service over. 15-7. Service over. 8-15.
And the drop shot just
Service
taking
over.
the pace off it.
16-8.
And again, just taking the net, taking the pace off.
Even with a little spin in there from Deborah.
I love the notes from Pam
17-8.
Baumer saying that she can show people you're not too old to study something you're passionate about,
Out.
and also pursue those opportunities of playing sport for your university team. Just I have so much admiration, Raina, for people going back to studies a little later in life.
Yeah.
I'd last
18.
2 minutes. I really would. I would not have the dedication.
That's right, you're a phenomenal commentator.
Well,
10-18.
and that required a little bit of study this morning, but
Out. Service over. 19-10.
and they're marching towards a
20,
pretty comfortable
game
win in
point,
this first game now, the
10.
Auckland combination. And with it, their teammates will start to think about a win in the tie. And again,
Game.
it's the drop shot that does the job, so they win the first one 21-10.
First game won by University of Auckland, 21-10.
And they will go to the change of ends, and they look to be in relative control here. You would think the winning of this match and the tie is on the rackets of Yin and Yu. Ella Smith who went down in a very close singles match against Charmaine Wu, now offering advice as the coach of this Waikato team. Certainly they'll take some heart from this tie overall. I'm not writing them off just yet, Raina, but I mean, that was a close match in that women's singles, and if Ella wins that, you know, the tie is in a different place. So they're looking to defend their title, having won the Robson Shield last year, but as Ella mentioned in the build-up to today's action, she mentioned 4 players. Did she? 4 that have gone on and graduated, so their team essentially is completely new.
Not just 4 random players, 4 of their strongest players who included Irina.
Yes, Irina Calder-Smith.
Yeah, so she's obviously moved on. So yeah, quite a huge loss on their part, but it is definitely cool to see some younger
Court
new
1,
faces come on
20
through.
seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
And some of the older ones as well.
Great.
Okay, Auckland in control of
Second
this.
game. Love all. Play. One love. Oh. 2 love.
Shireen just got all double crossed there.
3 love. Service over. 1-3. Oh.
The apology from
Service
Jacqueline
over.
Yu. It's often
Pam,
the
you okay?
tougher shot to defend, isn't it? Played direct, either
4,
towards head height or
1.
at the off shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh,
By the off shoulder, I mean the non-racket holding shoulder. It's so
5,
tough to get that racket
1.
around. Plenty of smiles from
1.
Deborah and Jacqueline. Not so much now.
service over. 2-6. Service over. 7-2.
That's the first of 3 ties we'll cover for you
8,
today. It'll be followed by Otago and Victoria University of Wellington from Group B. And our final tie at 4:30 again will
9,
feature
2.
University of Auckland, so we'll see them again up against AUT. Badminton played in
Service
2
over.
groups, and top 2 in each will play in the semi-finals.
9.
Semi-finals and finals tomorrow here at the same venue. Just wide.
4-9.
Pushed it wide. Frustrated with herself there.
Service
Baumer
over.
had a couple of opportunities to hit a winner.
10-4. Pam. Eleven, 4, interval.
Another chance to have a chat with the coaches. It's, they're just the better combination, aren't they, Yin and you? And as I mentioned, the winning of this one very much on their rackets. And they do look like a combination that can raise their game another notch or 2 as well if required. The final match in this tie is
The sibling duo.
mixed doubles, yes. Nico and Alyssa Tagle will play Cameron Murray, and Pam Baumer will be back
Court
out there
1,
as well.
20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Players on court. Eleven, 4, play.
Down the middle. Causes confusion with the Waikato pairing.
12, 4.
And again, just not quite on the same page in terms of who was going to the back court.
13, 4. Service over. 5, 13.
tournament
Service
run in
over.
conjunction with UTSNZ, University and Tertiary Sport New Zealand.
5.
Established back in 2015. And
Service
helping to
over.
deliver some wonderful opportunities
6,
for not
14.
just the participants, but for administrators, for officials, pathways into high levels of the sport as well. We're seeing that here in the badminton.
I think it's a real cool opportunity for, you know, those higher performing athletes, like, as you said, in
Service over.
our third game this afternoon in AUT, where we've got
6.
Sally Fu, who is still full-time training and still able to balance that with study. And it's just awesome that there's, you know, an organisation like
Service
UTSNZ
over.
to support them.
7-15. Service over. 16-7.
Four points now
17,
away from a
7.
victory. The Auckland pairing of Deborah Yin and Jacqueline Yu.
Oh,
Certainly
18-7.
reinforce their favouritism to take out the Robson Shield here, the Auckland University 1 team. Do have the strength and depth
19-7.
throughout their combinations.
Match point 7.
And equality
Game.
shines through as Yin and Yu take it out in straight games, 21-10, 21-7. And they're saying, what should we go with here? The old elbow shake. There's a few smiles. The
Match won by University of Auckland, 21-10, 21-7.
These matches always played in a good spirit, as it is Auckland who confirm the winning of the tie, because that takes the score out to 3-1, but still to come. To wrap things up, it is mixed doubles. It will be the Taggles, Nico and Alyssa, up against Cameron Murray and Pam Bauman for the Waikato. That match is next as we round out our first tie here on the first day of the Tertiary Championships.
Wellington taught me how to take a stance, question my beliefs, care about things, you know? It's a political town. People fight for the stuff that's important to them. Equality, art, sport, fashion, whatever it is. I love it. My life is so much bigger, more colourful, more interesting now.
Dunedin, the city, is just so friendly.
It's a big city, it's a big student city.
I love that you can walk everywhere and that everything's accessible.
The campus is just pretty much in the heart of the city as well.
What the students offer to the city is something that you don't get too many other places.
That's the great thing about this university, you will find your people.
It feels like a university with a city attached to it.
It's exceeded my expectations in every way. It's unbelievable.
FISU, World of University Sport.
Welcome back to Papakura, the county's Manukau Badminton Centre, as we bring you coverage of the Badminton New Zealand University Championships. Group A match between the University of Auckland and University of Waikato, and it is the Aucklanders who have confirmed a victory 3-1. But still one match to be played, and it is mixed doubles. Let's welcome them onto our show court. Nico and Alyssa Taggell and Cameron Murray and Pam Baumer. This will be one of the better combinations that we will see across the weekends. International experience, they know each other so well, of course, but they played at a very high level. So this is going to be a tough one for the Waikato, because the Taggells are right up there. Nico, I think, had his injury concerns, didn't he, at the start of this year, but looks to be coming back into good form and has worked pretty hard on the rehab.
Green colour or red colour?
He's definitely had a very colourful road of injuries.
Red. Who's server? Okay, who's receiver? Okay, which end? Sure.
It was always great seeing siblings play together. I mean, I know it can be like a hit or miss. I personally don't think I could play with my brother. But I think for Nico and Alyssa, it really does work for them.
Did you never?
Oh, I remember our coach. She put us together as a joke. So I think everyone was thoroughly enjoyed except for Micah and I.
Well, I was going to say you should possibly explain a little more for our viewers that don't know the background. Reasonably handy player.
Oh, he's all right, He's okay. I'd say I'd better. No, I'm not. No, but yeah, he's definitely fairly talented in that arena. Don't want to toot this on too much in case he's watching.
What is Micah up to these days?
He's actually currently in Melbourne with his girlfriend Grania, who plays obviously for Australia. So he did the ditch over, and he's just basically full-time working, actually using his degree in engineering.
Probably full-time lockdown over there. If they are watching, I hope you're well, guys, because Melbourne has been doing it reasonably tough. There's different countries, different cities find different strategies to cope with COVID. So is he still playing?
Every now and then.
Ready to play.
So this final clash now in this Group A tie. Auckland having won it already with a 3-1 advantage. So a chance now to see their respective mixed doubles combinations. AUT is the other team in this Group A. Group B, Massey University, Otago, Victoria, and the second Auckland team. Top two in each will go through to the semi-finals. Those semi-finals will be played at 9:30 tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, University of Auckland, represented by Nicole Taggell, Alyssa Taggell. And on my left, University of Waikato, represented by Cameron Murray, Pam Baumer. University of Waikato to serve, Pam Baumer to Nicole Taggell. Level, play. Out.
Nico just trying to pounce on the serve and pushed it wide. Time. Pam just not getting that service action right. It is unusual, that forehand service action.
Two, one.
Cameron Murray, who was so impressive in that men's doubles win.
3, 1.
Pam with the chance to hit
4,
the winner, just put off a little by the
1.
touch on the net, I think.
Just a wide.
Service over. 2, 4. Service over. 5, 2.
It was a good get initially from Murray, but they were always on the back foot.
6, 2.
It was a lovely touch by Pam Boma there.
Definitely. I was
With
hoping.
that through.
I was willing it for her.
2.
Nice.
Service over. 3, 7. Service over. 8, 3.
They are exerting some dominance
9,
as was expected.
3. 10, 3.
And again,
11, 3.
very, very difficult
Interval.
to play against a shuttle just toppling over the net. So they go to the chat in complete control.
11, 3.
Scoreboard is both in the venue and on screen. We're up to date now on screen. So just not quite catching up on our scoreboards around the show court. And
20 seconds.
they'll have known,
20
Cameron
seconds.
and Pam, that they're very much up against it here, going in against such a quality combination, but a good experience nonetheless,
Yeah.
and hopefully one they can enjoy.
Yeah.
Nice to see Pam smiling
11,
there, having a chat with Ella.
3.
Yeah.
Play. Service over. 4, 11.
Nico going for the $1 million
5,
shot there. Unfortunately,
11.
he came up a couple of $100 grand short. That's a lovely touch from Nico.
Service over. 12, 5.
And again,
13, 5.
Nico's really just dominating at the back with just his control and touch.
Service over. 6, 13. Service over. 14, 6.
both studying commerce, Alyssa and Nico. Well, I do note,
Service over.
Raina, that Nico's
7,
in his 6th year
14.
of commerce.
He's, I think, definitely taken some years off, or some semesters off, just to really focus on badminton, which obviously has paid off. And I think that's just been his way of, you know, balancing that whole sport, life and study.
And as we both alluded to, he's had more than his share of injuries, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Which I'm sure has disrupted both study and his badminton over the years.
Sixteen, 7.
Oh, that one's gone. That one's gone. Stayed up in the rafters.
16.
So I think my claim to fame at Auckland University was I was very seen as invaluable to my friends, given I broke a leg one year at university.
Yeah.
So I got a car park pass.
Oh, you would have been gold as a friend.
I just suddenly
17.
had so many more friends.
8.
Would have loved to be on your commute.
Service over. 9, 17.
Well played. Just those angles.
Service over.
All the court craft in the world, Nico
18.
Tagle.
Very smart player.
9. Nineteen, 9.
Well, Cameron knew it. He just lifted that shuttle.
20. Game point. 9. Game.
And they take out the first game in comfortable fashion, 21-9, the Aucklanders.
First game won by University of Auckland 1, 21-9.
Having already sewn up the tie prior to this match, they'll be looking to finish it on a high. Our second match in our coverage today will feature Otago and Victoria University. Now you're sat alongside me commentating.
Yep.
Okay, I'll go there now. We've got time. Why? Why are you not out there?
Unfortunately, I've got a back injury in my lower spine. I guess that's just from overtraining in my junior years. And when you get to my age,
listen to it.
Back in my day, I remember an injury would put you out for maybe 2 weeks. Now when you get to this age in life, when you're 24, an injury just doesn't really heal the same, you know?
24. There's little violins playing for you right now. I can hear them.
They're beautiful, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, and is it a tournament you've played in, though, before?
Yes, yeah. So I played my first year for Victoria last year. I've actually played for 2 years. Yeah, so... But
you are getting old, you can't remember.
I know, I told you, 24 my age, you know. But yeah, we were really lucky for the past 2 years. I was actually down in Wellington for 2 years in a row. And I am a little bit gutted to be not playing, but it was cool to be in the commentator's seat with you.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Certainly, it's one aspect, and Nico Tagle highlights
Ready to play?
that playing for the university team just
second game.
He's much more relaxed.
Level.
And when you've played for New Zealand
Play.
at the top level, it's just a little bit of a breather
Yeah.
while still taking it seriously.
1. Love.
Right in the corner, that one.
I think the other aspect of it is that you just get to play with and against people that you'll just never play with at any other point of, you know,
2.
tournaments or leagues.
Love.
And I think that's the other really valuable thing about tertiary sport. Great finish.
And the classic case is Pam.
Mm.
Great.
Pam Baumer here.
Yeah.
Just
Love.
smile on her face and just wonderful. She plays some masters badminton. As an adult student, going back to study, all power to her, but what an opportunity to play against the Taggles here.
3.
I mean, if she plays some Masters, she might even be used to playing against their dad, who is a North Harbour Masters player.
A great rally. Wonderful stuff. We saw the trick shot partway through the rally from Cameron Murray, keeping them in the points.
4, 1. Five, 1. Six, 1.
Rare sign of some power there too from Nico Taggle. We've seen
7,
the angles and the
1.
shots played in the front court. That was an example of the smash.
Out. Service over. 2, 7.
Scrambling, unable
3,
to make that one.
7.
Luckily, no injuries for the Taglies.
Service over. 8, 3.
Really well played, Waikato. Set up by a lovely return
Service
from
over.
Balmer. And then Murray
4,
controlled from the back court.
8.
And that one just over the head of the advancing
Service over.
Balmer.
9, 4. 10, 4. Service over. 5, 10.
Powerful smash.
Service over. 11,
They're going to have
5.
a chat. And they
Interval.
are mightily impressive, the Auckland combination. If I'm to be critical of their performance so far, I'm going to be very controversial here and say that that shirt that Nico is wearing is the least ironed shirt I've ever seen in my life. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Does that not look like it's just been grabbed in a bunch out of a bag?
I think they have just been grabbed out of a bunch in the bag. I mean, that's tertiary sport, right? We all share our uniforms between the different sports.
20 seconds.
It was probably with the hockey boys
20
last
seconds.
week.
Look at the state of it. Team manager might have to go to work tonight, wash, dry and press.
11, 5.
Maybe even just bring a compact
Play.
hair straightener to the hall tomorrow.
4, 12.
So I can imagine in
5.
a busy life of a student these days, ironing's not exactly a high priority.
Washing in general. That's why we go back to our mums.
13.
Well, spoken like
5.
someone who's moved back to Auckland. Yes. Oh, Oh, well done. On the attack was Pam.
Service over.
She'll have enjoyed that.
6-13.
Just pushed it wide.
Service
Settling
over.
into this.
14-6.
Seen some really good rallies. That one is somewhat shorter.
15-6. 16-6. Service over. 7-16. Service over. 17-7. 18-7.
3 points away now from wrapping up this tie. Auckland will take out the tie over Waikato. Well done.
Brilliant placement.
19-7. Fourth.
Not up.
20. Match point. 7. Game.
That wraps it up. Pretty comprehensive in the end. So the tie was in the balance at 2-1 to Auckland. So then a comfortable win in the women's doubles and now in the mixed doubles.
Match won by University of Auckland 1. 21-9. 21-7.
Confirmation there from our chair umpire. And Auckland will pretty much book themselves a place in the semi-finals in a group of just 3. They're looking to finish in the top 2. They have the AUT still to play. Whilst in Group B, it's Massey, Otago, University of Auckland 2 and Victoria. Our next match, though, that we will bring you, stay tuned, because at 1 o'clock we will start. It's Otago up against Victoria University.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now we're just heading over to Andrew, who's got Ella and Daxon.
The tournament's underway. It's been quite the wait, hasn't it? Is it just nice to be playing some badminton?
Yeah, it's been good. I think for a lot of us, we haven't had a lot of court time playing actual games. We've just all been training as much as we can. Obviously, not so much for the Aucklanders, but for everyone else around the country. So I think it's good to see everyone on court again.
Pleased with the first up performance?
Yeah, it was a good result. So it was nice to get back to playing again and just seeing how we compete against everyone else.
It's still kind of weird, though, isn't it? Everyone goes to the net and it's elbows. It's still kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely sort of different from what you've done playing your whole life, and then you get it to the net, and then it's kind of that awkward, oh, will we, won't we, sort of thing. So it's definitely different. It's not the same as it used to be.
Good stuff though, guys. Nice to have the tournament underway, and well done. Congratulations, Auckland, on the win, and good luck in your next group match. Well done. There we go. So the respective captains, coaches, call them what you will, of these two teams, because the players are stepping in as pseudo coaches as well for the Waikato there, with Ella Smith and Daxon Vong for the Aucklanders. Auckland take it out. They win this opening tie in Group A, and they did so pretty comprehensively, stamping their favouritism on this tournament, perhaps to win the whole thing. Next match we have for you is at 1 o'clock, so make sure you join us then. It's Otago up against Victoria University of Wellington.